If Satan got behind me, he'd gag. Dude, I had gotten out of the shower, was gonna go grab some dinner at the trash can. Yeah, I could have been somebody's friend down in the valley. Take that one, Satan.
Get ready, because you're listening to two nobodies talk about nothing on the number one podcast in their hearts, The JT and Drew Show.
Ooh, I'm loving that.
Tell you what. You gotta save the turtles, man.
Yeah, baby.
I'm quitting, you weak.
Consider yourself fired.
Thanks for nothing.
Hey, bud, welcome back to the show. It's me, not JT.
Why would you do that?
Well, a little birdie told me, and by little birdie I just mean the background of your screen there and the nauseous-looking gases floating around.
Yes.
Said that you were expelling toxic fumes.
Okay.
So I wanted to see if I could make it happen.
No.
I thought I'd scare it out of
Not
you.
yet. No, not this stuff. This stuff is toxic.
Yeah? It could be its own Pokemon?
It could gag its own Pokemon.
Well, you know what they say.
Sharknader. I choose you.
Sharknader. This looks like a battle for holy underwear.
Raise the flag.
I'm gonna do my pirate ship flag attack. It's no match for my Civil War encampment flag attack. Skid marks, get him.
That's a great Pokemon name.
You know what? We need to call Japan and tell them, hey, we've got some ideas for the Pokemon, whatever version they're on now, 198
Revolutions. Yeah, we need a pirate ship with holy flags.
Yep.
And battlegrounds, holy flags,
Yeah.
and Sharknader. What did you say?
Sharknader.
Who was that Pokemon
like
you
that.
just said?
Oh.
Skid marks.
Skid marks, yeah.
Skid marks, and then his attack is Sharknader.
Sharknader. Skid marks, I call you. Or I choose you.
Attack! Sharknader!
Oh no, Pikachu's just been Sharknadered. The toxic fumes are turning him brown. Oh no, he's using his Swiss cheese underwear attack.
A Pika!
Oh, yo, yoink.
Squirtle.
Oh, we need to change the name of our show to Two Retards. But anyway. Anyway. How have you been?
I have been dandy.
Ooh, like a lion.
You? No. I saw a video of two lions going at it, and one of them ran away, and like 4 lionesses attacked the intruding lion. I was like, that's not how it goes on The Lion King.
No, yeah.
It's not real life.
Jeez Louise, what was this, Lion Week or what?
I don't know. It was
Shark Week.
Could have been.
Yeah. No, yep. I'm doing well.
I didn't ask.
Been real tired lately. Thanks for asking.
I didn't.
But yeah, the show must go on, as they say in politics. But
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the show must go on. I hear you had some rumblings around the good old waste buckets in the back.
I call it a dump truck, but you can call it a waste basket in the back if you want. He's a big filly. Excuse you. Yes. Yes. So, for those of you that don't remember, because I didn't bring it up on the show, a few weeks ago, I had an instance. So, where I live, we don't have like trash cans that we put out on the curb. Some houses do, but most of us don't. We have an alley that we share, and there are like bigger trash cans back there.
Yeah, kind of like a dumpster.
Yeah. Well, I had gone and sometimes what I'll do, like on the weekend, I'll clean the fridge out or I'll collect all the trash in the bathrooms and this and that and whatever. I'll put it in my truck and then I'll take one trip and go into the alley, find the open trash cans. And by open, I mean like empty or not, overflowing already. And I'll dump the trash. Well, so when I did this a few weeks ago, I had probably 3 or 4 trash bags and a couple boxes. And I didn't break the boxes down, but they weren't large. I throw them in there, and this one lady sitting in her car in her driveway makes eye contact, and she's just shaking her head, like in complete disgust.
Yeah. How dare you?
Okay. And then I proceed to see her go take the boxes out of the trash can and set them next to the trash can. Whatever. And then about a half hour later, the boxes were back in the trash can. So I don't know who, what, when, where, why, but okay. Whatever. Today, I've got about 4 trash bags. Drive myself to the alley.
Dude, cleaning.
Yeah. Drive myself to the alley. The first trash can full. All right. Second trash can, there's a house. They have a chain link fence right there, and the dogs are always in the yard, and they are the kind that just bark at everything. So I was like, well, I'm not going to use that one. I don't want to mess with their dogs or, exacerbate them, get them overexcited or whatever. So I went to the next one.
Okay.
I throw one bag, turn around, grab another bag, and then I hear somebody kind of off in the distance, "Excuse me, sir." And I'm looking around, and then I see somebody, and they're about 2 houses away in their backyard.
Okay.
And the lady asks me, she says, "Do you live there?" And I pointed to the house that was where the trash can was on the side of that part of the alley. She goes, "Yeah, do you live there?" I said, "No." So then she pointed to the house across from that one. "Well, do you live there?" "No." And I kind of pointed in my general direction and said, "I live there." And then she didn't say anything after that, and I just kept throwing my bags in and went about my business.
There you go.
What
Moral
is
of
it?
the story.
What is it? Why can't people get their own dang business and stay the hell up out of mine?
Because you are breaking the rules, sir.
What rules? I didn't get a rule book. We don't have an HOA.
You should have. Oh, no, but you did at one point.
Yeah, don't ever do that. Well, it depends. In that scenario, yeah, don't do it.
Yeah. No, there is no rules, but people think that whatever trash can dumpster, I should say, is behind their house is their personal dumpster, which it's not.
Nope.
The way this particular town, our particular town works is that, everybody pays the city. You have a waste management bill that you pay, and it's across the board, whatever local area that you're in, street, regions, whatever they want to call it, that you're in, you pay. What am I trying to say? It's
like a flat rate.
The same across the board. Yeah, flat rate. There you go. However, what people don't understand is that allows you to go to any trash can in this town to dump your dumpster because it is all public dumping. Am I wrong?
Well, yeah, no, I think you're right there. in this
Now,
case,
I'm not talking about the roll-off, trash cans.
right. The personal,
But
hey, this belongs to your address.
Right, the one that says, this is city property dumpster, those are the ones that you're allowed to use.
Yeah. Well, and this is in a public alleyway. This is not
Yeah.
private property.
Right.
They are city trash cans. These aren't cans that you purchased or again belong to your address or whatever. But yeah, and I can understand where they're coming from to a degree. Like, oh, they want to make sure that random people aren't just coming and dumping their trash and filling it, so then they don't have the opportunity. I get that. But if you witness that, then you can report that.
Right, there's a number on the side of the can that says,
Yeah.
call this number and report the crime or report whatever.
Yeah. But I didn't remember having an election and voting, trash can monitors and having to request permission to use it before I did, blah, 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 whatever. Like,
Yeah, but if you remember, about 10 years ago now, roughly,
mm-hmm.
and it could have been longer, it could have been shorter, but there was the family who brought out guns.
Oh, yeah, the mattress.
Yeah, over people dumping their trash at the one that was right behind their house, the one that is property of the city, dumping, and they shot an individual over him dumping his trash. Now, granted,
Yeah.
it was a mattress, so that's a little bit out there. You can go to the dump and dump something as big as that,
Right.
but it is not your trash can.
Well, moral of that story or that situation is stay strapped or get clapped. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting clapped.
I don't want to talk about your love life. But,
Oh,
yeah. So, anyways, that was my afternoon
delight.
excitement. Yeah. It's just like,
Yeah,
got my
that's-
goat a little bit. Like,
Well, next time you need to ask questions. Like, no, but I do live on the street. Is there something I can help you with? Ask the question.
yeah.
Because you're not being confrontational. You're just asking a question.
Well, maybe I'll do my impersonation of Helen Keller when I ask the question.
No, don't do that. Just be normal. Just be a little
know how
bit
hard that
better
is for
than
me?
yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be a little bit better than yourself. Normal self.
Nice.
So, or you can do what people are doing now and just hit the record button on your phone and be like, "What are you talking to me?" and just record the whole conversation.
That's true. One party consent
can.
state.
That is true.
And we're
we
in
sure
public.
are. And we can throw it on the show.
That
You're just
is
missing
true.
content for the show.
And then I'll have to hand them a show card with the QR code.
Yeah.
So I can tell them, hey, just so you know, this is where you can find this recording later. Be sure to like, subscribe, send us a donation.
We're poor.
We're poor. We do like to eat sometimes. We do it, not often.
Have you looked at yourself in the mirror?
You know what? I made a comment today.
Oh, no. What did you say?
So we're at church. So there we were.
So there we were.
We're at a little leadership luncheon, if you will. And they were asking questions, and then it comes around to like, okay, are there any other things we need to put on the calendar? Is there anything else that we need to talk about or put out there, whatever? And it was quiet. So I just chimed in and I said, "No, guys, I'm not pregnant. I just look like this." And that was about the same
No, you
reaction I got.
didn't.
1 or 2 laughs, and then it was just like crickets as we went into the next subject. But I have lost
Oh.
about 15 pounds.
Have you really?
Yep. I don't know where the hell I went, but I lost them,
Yeah, I can't see it.
according to the scale.
Well, that scale must be broke.
Well, it doesn't have batteries in it, but
That's it. Hey, either does mine.
I used the dry erase marker and I changed the number. So according
Yeah.
to the scale, I've lost 15 pounds. I think tomorrow
There you
I'll have
go.
lost about 30.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Well, at 30 pounds, at least your tits will quit hitting you in the face.
Maybe I don't want to lose the weight then.
Well, then don't change the number on the scale.
That's true. Maybe I'll leave it at 29. Blaze. I know what I said.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, plus 10.
Yes. Yes.
Marvelous.
Don't
Speaking of-
Harry. Oh, yes.
Speaking of educated people, I have a question for you.
Okay.
And I have to bring up my question because I dropped my question. And my question's not coming up. Do you think, in your personal opinion, and we can get the audience to comment on this one. I know this one, and my next question is going to be pretty hot. It's a good hot
Ooh,
topic.
Hot.
Yes. Do you think taxes are necessary?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. The answer is yes. Now move on. Next question. No, I'm just playing.
Do you want the real answer?
Or do you want the Air Force answer?
How much time do you have? No.
We're clocking at another. You got like 15 minutes.
This is another one of those yes and no question answers. Taxes. Yes, I think that overall, when done according to plan and properly, right? Taxes help the infrastructure, pay for the infrastructure, fill potholes, build new bridges, roads, whatever. The things that we all use daily. Cool. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
The amount of taxes and everything that we get taxed on, that's where I start to go, no. Because when you start peeling back those layers, okay, in order to support yourself or your family, you have to get a job. Cool. So I have to make money. My money that I make is taxed. Okay. I get benefits. That crap is all taxed. I want to go take that money that I earned that has already been taxed and go to the store and buy groceries. I have to pay taxes on those groceries. It's just every single little decision is, oh, there's a tax, there's a tax, there's a tax, there's a tax. Oh, well, why do you have to pay, what was it, $25, $50 for a new driver's license? Well, because that goes towards road fees and blah, blah, blah. But I'm already paying taxes for that.
Are you, though?
Supposedly. I mean, the money's coming out.
Yeah, but I don't think it is because it's not in the same pot of money. I mean, it says it's for, like, road taxes and things, but we need you to pay an actual street tax, sidewalk tax.
Yeah. I got my water bill the
Land
other day.
tax.
My water bill. I don't remember what the number was. But the actual water usage number, well, let's just easy numbers. Let's say that was $100.
Okay.
With all the fees and we have to treat the water, and then we've got this, and then we have water waste, and then, brown water for like your sewer stuff and this and that, all that stuff
Yeah.
was just about as much or more than the actual water usage.
Yeah. Wow. Really?
Yeah.
And yet you can't drink your tap water.
That's what I'm doing right now, but yeah.
Right, but the water that comes in from the tap, it's always got it's recent, and I mean last 20 years, 25 years.
Yeah.
I guess that's not that recent, but it's not that long ago where the water in the tap, the taste changed.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I
yeah.
know living here in Texas, you and I both grew up here, and we would have what we would call like the lake turned. I'm sure you've heard that expression. Oh, okay. Well, the water tastes funny because the lake turned. And for us, it would just taste like dirt water. But that's what we used to call it. But you could still, and it would last for, what, a week? Maybe a couple days?
Yeah.
But after that, you could drink it. And that's where you would... Drew tells his stories of drinking water out of the garden hose. And I'm over here laughing and agreeing because I used to do the exact same thing. But now you can't because now there's an actual like funk to the water that comes out of the tap.
Yeah, you just get used to it.
No, you get used to it.
Yeah.
I go primo.
Ooh, look at me, I'm privileged. I buy the expensive stuff.
I wonder who got me onto it.
Who? I got you on to Primo stuff?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm thinking like Evian and whatever, like bottled water. Yeah, no, the water cooler water. Yeah, that stuff's pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm talking like the Walmart brand water cooler.
Okay, Google. It's me, JT.
Luckily, you're in my head, so my phone won't hear you.
I'm in his herald.
So taxes, necessary taxes. Yes, I agree. Taxes are necessary.
To an extent.
But I think local taxes, right? Local taxes, they kind of help with the roads and the education and the things like that. Your property tax goes towards things that the local, your local government, local town, city government puts it to use. Okay, great. If you don't like it, throw the people out of the city council and put new people in. That's all on you.
Yeah, you're right.
However, and I know you and me have kind of more or less captured this in the last year when you talk about the federal government, and I know I'm going way outside the line here, but when you talk about federal government and then you're talking about, hey, we're going to pass a bill for veterans, right? Oh, okay, here's a veterans bill that we're going to give them a 6% increase or whatever it is. Obviously, I'm talking out of my butt, but and you know, hey, that's coming out of all of our taxes. Okay, cool. Yeah, they title it veterans bill, but when you dig deep into it, and I know we talked about this at last season, you dig deep into it and it's like, oh, well, they're going to give $61 billion to Ukraine and they're going to give $21 billion to Israel, or they're going to give whatever. Like, and the only amount that's actually going to what the bill is titled for is like 10%.
Yeah, they Trojan horse it.
Yeah, and it is getting ridiculous.
It is, I agree. And they prey on the uneducated folk to kind of be their voice.
Yeah.
Because now if we sit there and we spout out, oh, well, this side or that side doesn't want this to go through. They like say they labeled it this is a police funding bill. It's gonna give all of our police the resources to stop shooting unarmed black people. Okay, cool. We're giving $100 to that cause. We're going to give $100 billion to the Republicans. And then all the Democrats go, no, we don't want to vote for that.
Yeah.
And then oh, well, they just don't like our police.
Yeah, they hate cops.
Yep, they hate cops because they don't want to push this bill. And then they get all these uneducated people at the bottom of the totem pole that are, oh, yeah, these people hate the cops. They don't support them. Otherwise, they'd pass this bill. Have you read it?
You sound like JT out camping in Primitive Site 8.
Yikes.
Trying to get a bill passed that you're only going to put $100 towards.
Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not a pretty picture.
No, it's not. I made Drew weep. Not cry, weep.
He's not lying. And he also scared me in the middle of the night when I was peeing outside the tent and I thought I heard a bear. It was just JT snoring.
I thought you were going to pick.
And then, so the first time we went to primitive campsite number 8,
Yes.
there was campsite number 7 across the way. It looked like a dad and his daughter or something.
Yeah, just out having, fun.
Having fun. And what would you say? The two different campsites are probably 30, 40 yards apart.
I was going to say 50 at the most.
Okay. So, I mean, they're not like right next to each other, but you can still see them. And if you're being loud, they can hear you or vice versa.
Right.
So they're there. They're obviously there for the night. They've got wood out and everything. They got their tent up. We've got our campsite set up. And we get up in the morning, and we're not like getting up at noon or anything. I think it was probably like 6, 7.
7 o'clock.
There was no trace of those other people being there at all.
Oh, yeah. No,
they were gone.
Yes.
So we came up with the conclusion that it probably what got them to go was it sounded like a couple of bears mating. Between JT and myself, just snoring through the night.
Yes, 100%. And when you only get a couple hours of shut eye because you hear, that's
between all the no. Like,
yeah,
holy crap, those woods are haunted.
Yeah. And then,
yeah. Good times, good times.
What was the craziest thing is that salt and pepper packet just randomly appearing.
The ghosts were playing tricks on you.
They sure were.
You want to go ahead and dive into that one?
So if you ever been in the military or camping or whatnot, you've got your little ready meals that you just throw hot water in. Sometimes they come with salt and pepper packets and forks, spoons, knives, little wipe rags and paper towels, and so when you get all that ready, you pour the hot water in and whatnot. Where do you, Drew, put the silverware? Like, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna open it up, put it on the ground, pick it back up, and then like eat dirt for a little bit, and then everything's gonna be okay. I'm not. So I'm,
yeah.
I'm not a small guy, right? I'm not a small guy, but I'm not huge. But when I'm sitting, you kind of get that little flap from your belly. So you just kind of lift it up, place it in between your fat rolls and your leg, and you just plop it back down to add weight so it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, you don't want the wind to blow it away.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I had eaten my meal.
Well, time out.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you were looking for this salt and pepper because the meal was a little bland, and you couldn't find it. It was a little
bland, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't remember where I had put this.
Yeah, it wasn't on the ground. Didn't look like you had dropped it. It wasn't in the trash. So, okay. So then you went ahead and ate your meal as it was, and...
Yeah, because you don't waste food. There's starving people out in the world. You got to finish it.
Yeah.
At least that's how I was raised. So, go and I finish the meal, and I put everything up. I get up, and I take everything to the trash can and come back. And then Drew and I are just chit-chatting, giggling, talking about how this is just a great thing. It's nice just to get out and experience nature and yada, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoying our time. So we kind of were wrapping everything up. The fire's kind of going out. And before I get into bed, as anybody else would, you have to go to the bathroom. So, go to the bathroom. And well, all of a sudden, I feel something hit my boot or my shoe. And I shine my flashlight down. And it was a salt and pepper packet that I had forgot that I had put under my belly fat and in my belt. So as I was using the restroom, it kind of got loose and sort of fell down. And for the next, I don't know, half hour,
2 years.
Drew and I were on the ground laughing about how fat I was.
Well, I
And
think the amazing part of it all was couldn't find it. All right. But
Yeah,
you
I
had
couldn't find
gotten up, walked about
Yep.
15 yards to the trash can,
Yeah,
thrown the
and
trash
back.
away, walked back, sat back down, got up, stoked the fire, sat down, like
Yeah,
all these things, and it hadn't fallen out.
nope. But the moment I loosen my belt and go to the restroom, plop.
Yeah, that was great.
That was perfect. It was the best time.
But you know what,
And,
too? Lesson learned from that is if you ever lift that fat flap and put anything else there, you know it's secured.
It
For 3
You're not
equal
wrong.
payments of $19.99, you can get your own fat flap.
You sure can. You sure can. You know, you got to use what's on your body to keep things secured.
You're not
Fat
wrong.
flap is highly recommended.
Yep.
JT and Drew tested
And approved.
and approved. So try it out. Have you heard stories about people like hiding remotes and chips and stuff under that stuff? Like,
Yeah.
God, like how do you do that?
No.
Or like, you're like, I can't find the remote. I just changed the channel. Where is this damn thing?
Do you remember? This was probably early 2000s, maybe late 90s. But there was an old comic. I'm sure there was earlier than that, but the comic strip had the like old lady grandma.
Okay.
She had the crazy hair. Well, one of the comics that they did was she was going around. Well, first she was sitting on the couch, couldn't find her dog, and she's a bigger lady. Gets up, she's going around stapling signs on telephone poles, lost dog, lost dog. And you see the dog in between her butt cheeks. Well, one year
Yes.
my grandma, for a Halloween costume, had that image printed on a T-shirt
Yeah.
and a stuffed animal like sewn onto her shorts,
Right.
so it looked like the dog was in her butt, like she'd sat on it. But that's what that reminds me of, you know, like sit down, can't find anything, you know, where the heck
Yep,
am I sitting on it? Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah.
Oh
It's
man.
crazy. That's crazy. But, you know, life is about good moments, and then you share the moments with people.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
So-
right. You're right.
Embarrassing or not, you know, you have no shame.
Yeah, no shame in your game.
There can be, because I'm a funny guy. And how else am I going to get my funny stories out there if I can't embarrass myself?
Yeah. Yeah, if you can't get your stories out there, like take a chill pill and just realize like it's not that serious. then you should probably talk to your doctor and get on those chill pills. But, yeah, it's not that serious.
It's really not. No.
All right, bud. Well, I want to say thanks for coming on to the show. As always, it's kind of a pleasure to have you. We'll see about getting you back in the studio next week. I'll have to have your people call my people and see if we can get you on my calendar.
I think the last time we did that, we took like a 4-month break. So don't do that. Just call me.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Fair enough. But you'll have to bring the Oreos next time.
Oh, dang, I just finished the... Yay! Yeah. Good talk. We'll chit-chat with you later. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Send us an email. Come sit with me. Or Drew. Yeah. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, either way is fine.
Yeah. As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/jtdrewshow.